Hello everyone and welcome to InfoKit. Today I am discussing drug abuse, its effects and measures to diagnose drug abuse disorders. Yes, dear students, drug abuse is a substance abuse and it is also called as chemical abuse. What is it? It is the excessive use of illegal drugs like alcohol or use of the prescription which is prescribed by a doctor for a longer time or repeatedly or overdose of drugs. सपोज एक बंदा डॉक्टर के पास जाता है और अपने प्रॉब्लम्स बताकर जो दवाइयाँ डॉक्टर ने प्रिस्क्राइब की हैं वो कोर्स कंप्लीट भी करता है। आफ्टर दैट ऑल्सो उसका पूरा क्योर नहीं होता तो वो क्या करेगा, वही दवाइयों को कुछ और दिन लेगा और कुछ दिन बाद अगर उसे वैसा ही प्रॉब्लम होगा तब वो विदाउट विजिटिंग डॉक्टर वही प्रिस्क्रिप्शन को फिर से लेने लगेगा। सो it is called as a drug abuse and it may lead to physical, social, and emotional problems. And this drug abuse is a disorder which is featured by self-destructive way of using a substance which lead to even mental problems to a person. कुछ लोग अपना स्ट्रेस कम करने के लिए अल्कोहल और कई इलीगल ड्रग्स लेते हैं जो कि हार्मफुल होते हैं और ये जानते हुए भी अपने स्ट्रेस को कम करने के लिए और जो लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं उनका सॉल्यूशन निकालने की जगह उन प्रॉब्लम्स को अवॉइड करने के लिए ड्रग्स लेते हैं। और ये ड्रग्स कुछ देर के लिए लाइफ को प्लेजरेबल बना देते हैं बट लीड्स टू फिजिकल, सोशल, साइकोलॉजिकल एंड इमोशनल प्रॉब्लम्स जैसे कि मूड डिसऑर्डर्स, डिप्रेशन, एंजाइटी और कभी तो बाइपोलर डिसऑर्डर भी हो सकता है। मोस्ट सीरियसली स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया ये एक ऐसी बीमारी है जिसमें इंसान कुछ महसूस नहीं कर सकता, ना समझ सकता है। इवन दिस डिसऑर्डर affects the behavior of a person as well as personality disorder like antisocial personality disorder. Basically, there are four types of illegal drugs like stimulants, alcohol, heroin, and hallucinogens. And these drugs leads to drowsiness and slow breathing, and chronic drug use may lead to poor work, poor academic performance, weight loss, relationship problems, loss of interest, and many more problems like kidney and liver disease. Doctors used to diagnose these disorders by gathering comprehensive medical, family, and mental health information and either perform physical and medical examination of a person. And medical examinations will usually include lab tests which are useful for making clinical decisions. Clinicians usually retrieve information regarding patients' probable symptoms like course of illness and biological or psychological process that underlies the disorder. After this process, practitioners identifies a person having a disorder or not. Now I am going to discuss public health. Firstly, I would like to define health. According to WHO, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being rather than mere absence of disease or infirmity. Simply, health is a state of being free from illness or injury. Now, coming to the topic public health, public health is the science and art of preventing diseases, prolonging life, and promoting health through organized efforts in society. Public health, especially as the subject of government regulation and support. Health is determined by several factors like individual characteristics, physical and social and economic factors. Here, one question will arise: who is responsible for health? I would like to say each and every person, along with all sectors of society, government, health departments, private sectors, NGOs, international organizations. Apart from this, if every person, if personally takes care of self health and guide others, then all will be good. The World Health Public Health Association has developed a framework, and it is very interesting also. That is how public health can be enabled in the three core service areas, that is protection, promotion, and prevention. Protection includes control of infectious diseases, managing environment, and managing health emergencies and environmental hazards, and protect the health of the people. Promotion is a broad area of activities which focuses on the individual's health. Simply, it is the process which tries to improve the public health. Prevention is about preventing issues before the disease occurs. It includes vaccination and screening. अगर इन तीनों एरियाज पर अच्छा काम किया जाए तो हर इंडिविजुअल की गुड हेल्थ होगी, चाहे वो इंडिया के छोटे से विलेज का हो या फिर वो वर्ल्ड के किसी भी कंट्री का सिटीज़न हो. As health is an integral part of community development, and as a standard of health are clearly and closely linked up with the economic and social development of the community, now I would like to share the information of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. स्वच्छ भारत अभियान और स्वच्छ भारत मिशन और क्लीन इंडिया मिशन, ये तीनों एक ही मिशन के नाम हैं. एंड इट इज़ अ कैंपेन which was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 2nd October 2014. That is on the 145th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. And government planned to achieve the target in 2019. That is aimed to complete the mission of Swachh Bharat on 150th birth anniversary of Bapu. Dear students, you know why Swachh Bharat mission was started? This countrywide campaign was initiated to eliminate open defecation and improve solid waste management. It is the largest cleanliness mission in which 3 million government employees and students from all over India participated in the campaign in 4,043 towns and cities. It is a nationwide mission and it was subdivided into, that is, Swachh Bharat mission in urban areas and Gramin Swachh Bharat mission to reach the target. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was much necessary to run continuously in our country to reach its goal. It is very essential for the people to bring an awareness regarding the cleanliness. It is really essential to eliminate the open defecation in our country and to convert the sanitary toilets into flushing toilets in order to eradicate the manual scavenging system. It is much needed to implement the proper waste management through the scientific process, hygiene disposal, and recycling of the municipal solid waste, and also to bring behavioral changes among Indian people regarding maintenance of personal hygiene and practice of healthy sanitation methods. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is also needed to create global awareness among the common public living in rural areas and link it to the public health. The mission is to make India a clean and green India, and it is much necessary to improve the quality of life of people, especially people living in the rural areas in our country. Swachh Bharat Swachh Vidyalaya campaign was a campaign which runs by the Union Ministry of Human Resource Development, and it was a massive program which was organized from 25th of September 2014 to 31st of October 2014 in the Kendriya Vidyalayas and Navodaya Vidyalayas Sangathans. Lots of cleanliness activities were held, such as discussions over various cleanliness aspects in the school assemblies by the students. And it was planned to hold half an hour cleaning campaign in the schools twice a week, involving cleanliness activities by the teachers, students, parents, and community members. And dear students, we'll meet in the next class.